Definitely keep an eye on the sky and pay attention.
The flooding, very extensive. Millions remain under flash flood watches as well as warnings.
I got to tell you guys, it's been a long time since I've seen something like this. I mean,
in terms of rainfall, we have seen a tremendous amount of H2O.
Some locations have received up to a foot of rainfall.
That is unbelievable. There's been a humongous amount of rain that's fallen over not only the last 24 hours, but the last week or so. The governor of Missouri has issued a state of emergency for the southern part of the state.
5 people now dead. We've had 3 tornadoes that struck Texas. 3 of those tornadoes left a trail of damage. This happened in Van Zandt, Henderson, and Rains counties.
And yes, we're still talking about a snow aspect now.
Blizzard warning, that's hot off the press. That's a new blizzard warning for parts of western Kansas, far southwestern Nebraska, and a little chunk of east central Colorado.
Look at this wind whipped snow in Kansas, and you know, we saw this from western Kansas all the way even down into Texas. Blizzard conditions with winds gusting over 50 miles per hour.
We still have widespread concerns for flash flooding as well as floods and river flooding. We have some warnings that's in effect for flash flood warnings throughout the Springfield area, just to the south of the St. Louis area, going towards Evansville. And then we have flood warnings also reaching all the way down throughout the Mississippi into some of the parishes of Louisiana.
We've had more places included under tornado watches, several counties across Alabama, and certainly that threat is going to be rather expansive still.
Monday night, we bring it on over towards Baltimore, D.C., down towards Raleigh and Charleston.
We're still across sections of the south, but pulling further north through the mid-Atlantic and also for locations across the Northeast.
Anywhere in the red, from the Carolinas all the way up into Niagara Falls, New York. That's right, the west end of the New York State Thruway could see some strong thunderstorms.
We have multiple emergency situations that are ongoing,
where these storms are really pulling through with a vengeance.
This is what we call a soaker, a big-time weather wet maker, so to speak. And so,
yeah, what you're looking at right there, that's what would normally carry the cargo of a tractor trailer floating along the roads.
Stay cool. This is a Thor News presentation. Thor News presents Hit the Button, baby. Welcome to Asteroid Fight Club. I'm your host, Thor. Today we have... So not only have we seen catastrophic flooding in Missouri, Indiana, Oklahoma, parts of Colorado and Kansas getting hit with a blizzard. If that wasn't enough, check out the equator or the equatorial electrojet line. Look at this thing firing up. I know science would be like, hey dude, it's all carbon. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm thinking it's more like the core of the earth. You know, volcanoes and shit, man. Magma. Because when the sun gets active, it fires energy straight into the core of our earth through our poles. You see the auroras light up and our planet, she grows. So be ready for anything, really. God bless everyone. My thoughts and prayers are with all the people that have been affected by the storms and that will be affected by the storms. And this is just starting, people. So it's time to work together. No more excuses. All right, people. It looks like this storm might even last through Tuesday. And look at this 7-day precipitation forecast map. It just keeps getting worse and worse. East Coast, you're up next. And yes, this storm is bad. Getting worse. Why does it always gotta look like an alien that turns into a dragon? Questions we can ask ourselves, but never answer, I guess.
If it's happening in a galaxy, then Thor is all over it. Hurricane, solar flares, planet X. How humanity's gonna destroy itself at each other's necks. Yeah, I don't know if you know this. No, I don't know if you know this. Thor knows his ways, baby. Thor knows he's the one, baby. Thor knows his ways, baby. Thor knows he's the one, baby.
Still going through the overnight. Just because the sun goes down doesn't mean that the storms let up. That is definitely not the case, and we want you to stay alert.